With the growing population we have in the world and the need to increase farm production, food and fibre, etc., the only way we're going to be able to do it is through improving productivity. Our focus is now on supporting that through technology to improve the productivity of people on the farms, to get the most out of their land with the limited resources they have. One of the exciting outcomes of this change to technology is it's really got young people enthused in the industry, and it's attracting people back into the agricultural industry.
There's a lot of technology happening in the industry around precision irrigation, they call it. So really it's about varying water rates on a centre pivot, for example. So varying water rates across a field allows us to grow a higher quality vegetable, for example, and also probably more tonnes of vegetables per millimetre of water. So it's really improving our water use efficiency. The ability to do variable rate applications really allows us to minimise the amount of chemical we're using, minimise the amount of fertilisers, and there's less environmental impact through using some of those techniques. Traditionally, people would go and do a blanket rate of chemical, which is quite ineffective because a lot of the time you're just spraying dirt, whereas now we have optical sensors that can sense green as opposed to brown, and it'll spot spray those weeds, which we're talking savings of 60, 70, 80% chemicals, which is one, is good for the environment, and two, is good for cost savings as well. We have yield monitoring on our combines. Of course, it's quite critical data into making decisions for growers. Yield mapping utilises GPS to get your location on Earth, and then we're taking a recording of yield, which is kilograms of grain that we're taking off that GPS coordinate. And then as we travel over time, we're getting a map of those points, which gives us a nice pretty picture of tonnes per hectare that we're going to get off the field. And that will generally vary across a field based on soil types, based on inputs that are there, and also rainfall. Quality monitoring, such as protein in wheat, is another area that is starting to become more important. But it's really putting all these little pieces together over time through the farming system that will make a difference for the grower.
I'm Rob Pawley, and I'm manager of SP Hay in WA, which consists of an export hay business and also a large farming organisation with a transport leg as well. From my office I can find or gather all the information that I require that we've collected over the years. We're currently looking at soil classes for one of our farms. This is an EM map that is used to, one, create VRT maps, two, we have yield mapping that is also gathered, and it's all put into a program called VA Gateway. This VA Gateway program is a GIS-based program that allows us to create VRT maps and also to identify and look at different soil types that are done through our EM and RMing of our farm. And then we export this VRT map into Apex with a John Deere system, and we're able to edit this and put it onto a thumb drive, which then allows us to upload that for the operators.
A lot of customers, they want to get the crop off. That's the main objective, and sometimes the data gets forgotten about. So we now have the ability to connect wirelessly with equipment, which means we can take data off equipment and send it up to the cloud automatically without any interaction with the grower. We're analysing that data, turning that into prescriptions, which is all about applying variable applications of fertiliser, variable applications of chemical to minimise inputs for one, but also then maximise the output we're getting.